Say hi. Hi.
Hello.
We made it to the border wall here. There he is. He said, there you are. He didn't want to hike down the mountain and hike back up for no reason. I don't know why. There's the monument. And it's not too windy. They have a border wall. I know this is in every single video, but excited to start. Well, hello. Made a decision to come out here. We are in Pokey, Arizona, on the Arizona Trail. So just got done saying goodbye to folks at the parking lot over there. My mom and I and my dad hiked down to the border there, and which was cool to see. We drove down, stayed near Vegas, and then drove down here. It was about, I don't know, about a 13-hour drive in total, so quite a bit, but happy to be here. Be hopefully putting out videos. I don't know if they'll be any good or if they'll be very often or anything, but we'll still put them out anyways. There they go. Yeah, for this trail I really didn't change much gear. Still have the Osprey pack and same sleeping bag, same sleeping pad, same tent, the Durston. I changed my shirt and pants and the gloves. About halfway through the CDT there, which I will be finishing up come July or something like that, which will be fun. Do that last little section from Rollins to Leadore. But other than that, pretty much the same stuff. I got some new water bottles, not because the other ones were leaking or anything, but they had definitely seen their use. So I had a few laying around anyways, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna put new stickers on them and use them. Yeah, on the way down we ran into quite a bit of rain. I'm happy to have ran into it in the car instead of running into it on the trail. Yeah, well, decided to see kind of how my body does, how the pains reoccur or whatever, how long it takes me to kind of get acclimated, because I haven't been doing much. I'm not gonna lie, as far as hiking goes. Here's stuff here and there, but I've been pretty much just like eating for 4 months. So got a little winter storage in the sustenance department. Now how quick that stuff comes off out here. There's this tree, pretty neat. It's hollow and the inside of it's been burnt. You can see it's all got charring all over it, but it's still very much alive and happy. Very resilient. Yeah, first part of this trail, it goes up, no doubt. So this is looking across the border into Mexico, which is absolutely stunning. It's really beautiful. It's really fun to be down there, and I'm really glad that it wasn't too awfully windy. Honestly, it was dead calm this morning. Still a little bit of snow, but if that's all we run into, we're doing great. Temperature out here is fantastic. I mean, I would put it in the probably in the mid 60s if I had to guess. And it's a nice little breeze that kicked up. Not really a wind by any means, but doing good. It's pretty fun. It's great scenery. These mountains are fantastic. I love them. Through the snow we go. Although this is hardly considered walking through the snow. Pretty cool though. Pretty good. Just past 9,000 feet. It's a little muddy. And yeah, we go. That trail is it's definitely a nice reminder that you don't have your trail legs yet, really. On the beginning of this thing, it goes up many thousands of feet in like 6 miles or something like that. So yeah, now we go down many thousands of feet from what I was seeing on the map, back down into the heat. This is really nice, actually. It's cooled off quite a bit up here, and I am definitely warm from hiking up. So this is nice right now. Didn't realize I was being watched. Almost stepped on that thing. We're at the Bear Saddle here. Doing good. Still a very beautiful day. Most beautiful views as well. Done walking through the snow, at least for the moment. That was fun. Honestly did not know I was gonna get to walk through the snow in Arizona, and that's pretty awesome. Not that that's strange at all. I'm sure that's very normal. I just didn't do a ton of research, so pretty neat. Just the black tips, pretty cool looking. Just had to put this on camera. Wow. See, the stuff gets pretty rugged down in there. Gotta look up one day why these like to grow on the rocks. It just seems funny to me. There are quite a few of them, even the little guys there. Rattlesnake Spring. I don't see any water or any snakes. There's a nice little campsite here, it looks like. If you wanted to. Place to take a rest. There's another hole. Let's go see what's in that. As I say, I doubt there's any water. I just hope we don't find any snakes. Do without those guys. Keep on going down. We've been going down quite a bit. All that elevation we got this morning, we are definitely losing every bit of it. So I'd be happy to walk on the flat. Got a little my feet are telling me, oh, yeah, you're a little sore. You haven't walked in a while. I feel like sometimes I can kind of glean what this old stuff is laying around, but I have no idea with this one. It's interesting. Up the way there, there's a couple of big metal tubes. And then up the way a little farther, there's a big metal plate, so. Hard to say. Hefty piece of steel. Wish I had it at my house. Yeah, maybe we'll find more of it and it'll tell more of the story. That may be a piece of it too. Tidbit empty. There is water up over in this cement trough thingy right there, but it's like super green and there's things floating around in it. This'll do. Good stuff. Morning. Day 2. Did 22 miles yesterday, which was pretty cool. Ended up doing some night hiking with a guy named Crush, which was pretty fun. He had done the trail southbound. I think he said he started in September, so pretty wild time to do something like that. Felt pretty beat last night, sleeping, you know, joints hurt and everything, but I feel okay this morning. So we keep on going, see what we see. It's pretty fun hiking at night with two people, but I think with one person, I don't know, stuff creeps in your head, you start getting scared of nothing, I'm sure, but that is Parker Lake. Cool, these have like a red bark on them, and it kind of, I don't know if you can see it, it kind of splits off the branch there, which is kind of neat, but it's kind of weird. I wondered if I was seeing things at first. I was like, is that red? It's pretty neat. I guess it might not be red, but it's definitely a different color than dried out wood. No, stop for lunch break real quick at the hiker yard sale going on here. Honestly, I kind of thought I wouldn't have to do this in Arizona, but there was a fair bit of frost in my tent last night. Just having a bit of the breakfast I was supposed to eat this morning, which I didn't. It's kind of just one of those things that I'm not really feeling very hungry, so it's been kind of hard to eat anything. Well, I'm glad I grabbed enough water at the last place not to have to get water out of here. It just looks a little colorful. Good morning. Day 3. Here's last night's campsite. Very nice, very flat. I was gonna go try and camp up on this hill up here, but it was just kind of not worth settling for because this is very flat down here. So lots of frost on the tent last night. Calves today. Calves are killing me right now. So they are definitely screaming. Wonderful day, nice blue skies. Already warming up nicely, so we'll have to lay everything out. And it's amazing how much condensation happens, and all the frost on the tent and everything's soaked. The top of my sleeping bag's soaked. It just comes from sleeping in these valleys. Well, this is today's lunch spot. Just got done eating, dried the tent out. Went to put everything away and realized I hadn't even dried my sleeping bag out, so I can go ahead and let that dry out. It was completely soaking wet on top. Luckily, it doesn't take very long, 5-10 minutes, and it'll be dry as a bone out here. But yeah, I didn't really video the last water source that I was at because I figured it was just like any other water tank that was well fed, but man, that water has a nice zing to it. It's kind of metallic-y in taste. So it's been interesting to drink. I definitely put a packet of flavor adder in there on this one. It's unfortunate because usually there's an alternate source, but we just don't have an alternate in these next 11 miles or so. I think this was about a 27-mile stretch with only one water source. Yeah, we're doing good. We are at 10 miles and been hiking for 4.5 hours. 2.7 moving average. We are at the bridge where you would hitchhike back to trail if you had gone into Patagonia. So we're making progress. I'm gonna end up going all the way to Vail. It's about 5 days versus the 2.5 or so days to get to Patagonia. I just brought quite a bit of food, and I figured might as well soldier on. But yeah, it's been good so far. Ooh, this is nice. Nice shade. It's been great. I've been loving it. We are making our way up to the Triple C Lakes, and we'll see if there's any water up there. I'm about due. I'm about two miles out, 2.5 miles. So another 45 minutes, hour, something like that. We shall get some good, clean, non-metallic water. That's interesting. It's off a plane. Huh. It's an engine? A jet engine? What? Okay, I'm officially bewildered. I don't see anything else down below down here that suggests there's the rest of a jet laying around. Yeah, that's probably well, some sort of rocket engine. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, folks, there you have it. I would say it's a fuel pod, except for it has a burn chamber on the back of it. So I'm going to call it a jet engine. I don't know what else to call it, or some sort of propulsion. Things you see. I'm sure it's been here a while. I'm sure somebody knows what it is. It's interesting to me, though. Pretty big. I would say it's many hundreds, if not thousands of gallons. Well, up there's a trough. I suppose I should just go up and see what's up with it, even though it'll likely amount to not much. Let's go check it out. Nothing. Well, this is about after 3 20-mile days. Not too bad. A little bit of a blister right here and right here. Other than that, I think we're blister free. So I can deal with that. That's not bad. Doing good on the feet. Morning, day 4. Been winding through these pretty mellow, I call them mountain bike trails, but they're for hiking and horses and everything. But they've been wonderful, wandering through the hills here, and they're very meandering feeling, which is good. My left knee is giving me a little bit of a twinge on the steps I take, but it's a lot better when the grade is mellow and not up or down, so this helps quite a bit. Yeah, pay attention to it. Not a big deal right now, but we'll see. Last night's campsite was great. I camped up on top of one of these knolls back here, and that was actually pretty nice. I think the low was like 45 compared to the lows of 25, 26, 28, whatever it was the first 2 nights. There's a bunch of coyotes last night. You probably heard them in the video. I'll put that up. But yeah, they must have had a den right there, because many times throughout the night they came out and started yiping, which was cool. Yesterday was pretty sunny, you know. It was about 80, and was looking for water. Ended up showing up at the Triple C lakes, and they were dry. Somebody showed up with extra water, and they're like, I don't want to carry this. So they just handed it to me, like a liter, and I was like, sweet. So down that, and could have made it the extra 1.5 miles, no problem, but it sure was nice to have water just to, you know, like camel up right there. Yeah, water's not been too bad out here. That was the longest stretch. I think it was almost 30 miles with pretty limited water. So I had 4 liters. I gave half a liter away to somebody who didn't think they would make the water last night, FedEx. And then I think her name was Serenade, showed up at the CCC lakes and was like, oh yeah, I have an extra liter for you. I was like, awesome. So yeah, works out. Trail provides, right? Nice and overcast today. Yeah, it'll be nice to hike in a little bit of indirect sunlight. You can see the clouds up here. Just past the trail crew out here doing maintenance. Pretty neat. They have a nice little Kubota tractor out there doing their thing. Sure do appreciate it. It makes these trails wonderful. I was wondering how they were so nice. Got a nice dedicated crew out here. Yeah, they are wonderful. Perfect grade, perfect slope. Nice biking trails if you're ever looking for any. Just crossed the river down here. Nice water source. I was reading this sign here. It says that they spent $200,000 on the piping to pipe the water somewhere else, and they found like a few $1,000s worth of gold. So that would kind of suck. So we're headed towards the Kentucky camp. So I won't leave out this part of the story. It says they built a dam to harness water, obviously, because water is hard to get in the desert. And yeah, they hydraulically mined a bunch of stuff around. So I don't know if it was up this canyon. I think it said it was about 4 miles away from here is where they were mining. Just hydraulic mining, shooting water at the side of a mountain. And we'll see what else is on the story. Alrighty, next part of our story. Making water flow uphill. And yeah, so they just, as long as you put the exit lower than the entrance, you know, it's just gonna siphon its way through the tube. It's kind of cool. This sweet little entrance here. Probably got the settling tank and all that stuff in it. Pretty neat. We'll get a view from the top. Here's a view from the top. Probably not going to get too close to that, but little settling tank, and then you have the inlet. Where would the outlet be? Okay, so the tunnel is up there somewhere, and they would have had to have dug through this, which I can tell you what would be one hell of a chore. This place is super rocky, like amazingly rocky. So I'll be interested to see where that pops out. This little river. I think that is part of our culvert we've been following along. Don't see anything on the other side, but I'll have to see when I get over there. Yeah, super rocky. Like, would have been the worst job ever to bury that. Found it. There's the one hole. There's the other. Of course, we're not anywhere near that river, but it's, what, 2 feet diameter, something like that. Hopefully there's nothing in here. There is a light at the end of the tunnel there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the light at the end of my tunnel is a giant cheeseburger, some onion rings, some fry sauce, some ice cold water. Yep. I guess I missed it. That ridge right over here that we came up and over, that was the top part where it starts to go back down. It comes back down. You know, they took it out here, obviously, but it just keeps on going. What a great little mystery. See how much farther it goes. It's got to go uphill again here, so. All right, so this was one of the places, all these mounds, they were just piles of tailings or whatever. They would dig down and find the little pay dirt sections. Yeah, seems like quite a bit of work dig down in here, but I don't know what they found. Be interesting to take the gold pan in here, go through one of the bottoms of these things, see if there really was any gold or not. Well, we made it. Kentucky Town, whatever it's called. Nice mansion up there. Go check it out, but I am gimping along still. Might get a little bit of rain yet. Bit of weather rolling in. We'll see. Stuff's hard to predict. Oh, wild piggy. Off he goes. That was funny. They run funny. I've never seen one run in the open before. Good morning from, I guess it'd be day 5. It's just hard to think, man. Days go by quick out here. It's just nuts. Still walking along here. Nice little view. I figured I'd show you. See FedEx there, hopping along. He's pretty quick. He's got long legs. Yeah. Well, I'm told that these are edible. I kind of want to try one, so I'm try and pick one off without getting poked. I guess any one of them will do. Let's try this guy. No. Yeah. There you have it. Alright, there's a barrel cactus fruit. Doesn't feel like it has any pokies on it, which is good. Yeah, has a bunch of seeds on the inside of it, if you can see them, which is fine. Bon appetit. Wow, that is good. It tastes like, I don't know, like a green pepper. Like one of those, yeah, just like a bell pepper you'd get, or whatever they're called. Mmm. Wow. Barrel cactus fruit, A+. This is delicious, quite honestly. And it's not just because I'm on trail. These are actually really good. Like, I would eat these every day, no problem. Got a zingy taste to them. They really taste good. I like them. Recommended. Woohoo! That's awesome. It's crazy. Every time I see this 100 sign, I always feel like there's no way I've hiked 100 miles already. But that's really cool. Mile 100, woohoo! It's awesome. The landscape has changed quite a bit into these, I don't know what these cactus are called. I don't know if these are the prickly pear cactus or what they are, but there's been quite a few right now. We have reached water. Use our little stick ramp here and get some delicious cow pond water. Should be fun. It'll filter out. It'd be kind of a cool little place to camp too. This little fire ring there. Obviously plenty of driftwood around. Yummy! But there you have it. Pretty much completely clear. Amazing. Thank goodness for water filters. I notice all these little spider nests up in the tree. They're yuck. I changed my mind. Terrible place to camp. Once I'm done, I usually, with something like this, I'll tighten this all the way, and that will completely stop the flow because it vacuum locks in there. Then you can undo the filter from the bladder, and you can see maybe how dirty that water is coming out of there. That was pretty dirty. I'm gonna give that a second squeeze. But there you have it. Filtered water, right? Oh, that's not cool. Well, I don't know if you can see it out there. That there is Vail, Arizona. And yeah, that's the plan. I think I'm gonna stay there tomorrow night. It's about 5 p.m. right now, so don't really have time to make 2 miles. Right? Well, I do, but I'd be night hiking, and my feet would probably reach up and punch me. Leave tomorrow morning and head into Vail and have a nice whole day. Probably get checked into a room in the afternoon and chill out for a bit. I was kind of thinking about this section versus my first section on the CET getting to Lordsburg, and the shape that my body's in this time versus when I arrived in Lordsburg. I don't know if it's quite equitable. The elevation gain and loss on this first section of the Arizona Trail it's a bit, you know. Lordsburg didn't have no 9,000 foot peaks on it by any means. I mean, when I got into Lordsburg, I was hobbling. You know, I couldn't even take a full step. And right now I have a couple of blisters and my left knee is, you know, it's twinging, but it's not getting any worse. It's just letting me know that I'm overdoing it a little bit, which, hey, of course I am. That's just me. But yeah, no, overall I think I'm doing pretty good. I have done more than 20 miles every day, so that's pretty good. That's amazing to see how the body reacts, you know, going both ways, how fast it leaves you and how fast you gain it back type stuff, and then how fast you gain it back subsequent times doing this type of thing. Good morning. Would be the official day 6. I'm gonna head into Vail. Just got all packed up. About 7 o'clock. I'm gonna meet Cavs at one of the trailheads. He's doing a donation shuttle. Said he would take me into Vail and go in there and do all the fun stuff, all the laundry and everything. But yeah, it's a good night. It's nice and perfect temperature this morning. I bet it's like 50 degrees out here. Last night's camp spot next to the road, unfortunately, but that's why we got earplugs. Yeah, I actually slept really good. The noise from the highway was pretty ambient, so made for a good night's sleep. Excited to get into town and take a shower and do some laundry. Get some food, of course. That's priority 1, obviously. Yeah, it's been a great section. Alrighty, that be the freeway up there. Finally made it back to I-10. Go through the long, scary, dark hole here. It's funny, I can't see anything in real life, but on the camera I can see everything. Gotta love technology. Yeah, I wish I could portray how dark it is in here. I really can't see a thing. I mean, now I can, but that's wild. I like it. It's like night vision. That's pretty cool. Good on him. That's constructive graffiti, in my opinion. I guess you could call it art as well, right? Okay, made it to the Gabe Zimmerman trailhead here. Guess it was named after one of the shooting victims in the Tucson incident. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, terrible to hear what happened there. It's unfortunate, but it sure is a nice place. Neat.